Hey gamers, it's me. I kinda got stuck in the first episode machine, and there's nothing I can really do. I guess we can talk about some stuff here. And oh my god, now I have Wii music. I guess I'm also stuck with this GameCube controller thing. I'm gonna try and press the X button again, but it's not teleporting me anymore, so I don't really know what to do. What's this still doing here? But do you ever think about wanting free games that aren't from thepiratebay.org? Let me introduce you to the Epic Games Store, the more inferior version of Steam, but somewhat better than Uplay. The gist of the Epic Games Store is they give free games to their customers every single week. I've managed to pick up Borderlands 2, Assassin's Creed Unity, Subnautica, and Subnautica Below Zero, just to name a few. I've literally gotten over 70 free games on there, with probably no plans to ever pay for anything. But you always think, yeah, I'll play it someday, when in actual fact you won't ever play these games. And you might be thinking to yourself, Subnautica Below Zero wasn't a free game on the Epic Games Store, and you would be correct.
Because of my main channel, Here's Mario123, I have a creator code to use in the Fortnite item store, among other things. With this, however, you get given games, sometimes before they even launch on the store. I remember the first game I got, Genesis Alpha 1. What a great game that was. Just kidding, in my own opinion, I thought the game was a bit slow for my liking, and I didn't really know what I was doing in the game. I recorded a video where I was playing it, but ended up not ever editing it or uploading it, as the game was just too boring to play. That's when I learnt the harsh truth of the Epic Games Store. Not all the games you get are going to be good games. The Epic Games Store of free games are a lot better than some of the games Steam gives out for free, but do you really want to play LEGO Batman 3 when you have the Wii U version? The good thing, however, is that when Epic Games gives out free games, they aren't normally just for their platform. Sometimes they're for
Uplay. You know, the Ubisoft that made We Dare on the Wii.
Uplay is where you get the Assassin's Creed games. The thing with Assassin's Creed is now I have 4 games in the series that I'll probably never play. I tried out Assassin's Creed 2, which I got for free on Uplay itself, and I didn't understand what was so good about it. It felt long, boring, and there wasn't really that much to do. But I can understand why people enjoy the game. One great game I got for free on the Epic Games Store was the game Limbo. Now I don't really understand what's going on when I play it, but it's one of those games that you play to just relax after playing games that take a lot more energy, like Valorant for example. In Limbo, you play as this little boy, commonly referred to as a Limboy, traverse a land, encountering traps along the way. That's the main gist of the game, with nothing else really to add to that. It's quite a fun game at that too. Apparently there's an entire wiki needed to explain this game. Oh, it's only 30 pages.
Welcome to the Limbo Theories Corner. Today we'll be discussing theories on what the story of Limbo is. It's not just a regular theory, it's a Limbo theory.
This first theory discusses the movie Oldboy, which is a 2003 South Korean movie. Yeah, I know. Weird. The story of Oldboy is when someone gets arrested in 1988, and now it's 2003, a new century. An Oldboy is in prison when he suddenly falls asleep and wakes up on top of a building. The theory is that Limbo takes place when this movie ends, with Oldboy trying to find his sister. But then when he met his sister, there was something unusual. This is because in the movie Oldboy, the main character actually has incest with his sister. This theory I give 1 out of 10 on the theory scale, as it doesn't make that much sense. Oldboy and Limbo have no other connections besides from the fact that both of them have a sister, but that does not mean they're connected. That's like saying Star Wars and Limbo are connected because both of the main characters have a sister. Another theory I found while scrolling the Limbo wiki is the treehouse theory. The theory goes that a boy and his sister fell out of a treehouse as it fell down. Then the boy wakes up in Limbo after dying and seeing his sister. The spider represents fear. The tribal characters represent loneliness, the rain represents depression, cogs represent structure and progress while building the treehouse, and gravity represents when the tree fell down. This theory is actually a very solid theory, as it all links up with what happens in the game. I give this a 7 out of 10 on the theory scale. Good job, treehouse theory.
That's it for this edition of Limbo Theories Corner. Thanks for stopping by.
Another free game I got on the Epic Games Store is the game Civilization 6. What a great game that is, with great music too. The main theme, Sogno di Voler, I feel perfectly represents the main idea behind the game of it being worldwide. The game is a lot better when playing with friends, but the single player is good too. Civilization is all about building a civilization from the ground up, and you can pick from different countries such as America, Japan, and other countries, but we don't count those. I like to pick America as you know a lot of the cities that you build. The game always starts with you building a capital, which for America is Washington. The good strat you can do after the game starts is making a scout, so you can explore the land before your scout eventually gets murdered. It's also a good idea to make another settler, which can build a new city, but make sure to protect those cities with the least some warriors, and possibly even archers. But no, this is not Clash of Clans, this is different. I remember the first time I heard the opening song. I thought it was a good song, so I wanted to find out what the game was, but I never actually got the game. Then I heard a song from Civ 4 called Baba Yetu. This song is great. You've never heard anything like it before. Both songs are compared to one another, as they are both written by Christopher Tin and are both featured in the Civilization games. The lyrics for Sogno are actually from Leonardo da Vinci, while Baba Yetu is an original song. The translation for Baba Yetu is Our Father in Swahili, while Sogno is The Dream of Flight. Both songs are amazing. It got me to want the game, and they gave it out for free on Epic Games, so that was my excuse to get the game. How good is that? Last but not least, we have the games that Epic Games gives out for free anyway, such as Fortnite. No, don't want to make this video all about Fortnite, that can be for a later date. Fortnite is the main reason as to why Epic Games started to give out free games in the first place. Epic Games is actually giving out over $2,000 in games, and I still have no intent of buying a single game at Epic Games.
The Epic Game Store is the best way to get free games legally at this point in time. It's a bit ridiculous at this point. Well, I'll have to get out of this first episode machine, considering it's the second. Well, whatever's going on, I don't even know. It must be a different button this time to press. Goodbye, first episode machine.